Hey everybody, welcome to Lancaster, California. I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions. We have a boys under 18 championship match here in the Open Cup. We have PQ Black going up against Polaris, and PQ is in black there. Number 17 you see going across your screen, Matt Lutz. Just underway here in the first half. We have two 45-minute halves, and of course overtime if needed. Quite a windy weekend here in Lancaster. We had the boys under 17 final, and the wind was really changing the way both of those two squads were playing. There's a header to the net, and that's going to be high and long and across the back line. So Polaris getting a shot on goal right there, and the keeper, Robin Gilson, looks on. And you can see the trees in the background bending with this wind. You see the jerseys as number 4 looks on David Romag. So the goal kick for PQ. In fact, in that boys under 17, we had a couple of the players actually holding the ball down before the free kicks so that the ball wouldn't go anywhere, releasing just before the kick was made. Polaris trying to penetrate into that defense of PQ. Ball rolls over to the far side. Now they want to move into the middle, but that defense comes in. Number 5 there, shot on goal in front of the net. Actually, it was a center pass, and PQ unable to, or Polaris unable to do anything with it there as the defense for PQ clears him out. And again, another shot on goal. But the keeper was there, Gilson. So Polaris putting some definite pressure here on the net. But the keeper, Gilson, was up to the challenge as he came out. Made that little slide save there. Both players hitting the ground. Robin Gilson, the keeper. Polaris again keeping the ball here on the right half of the field. Near the sideline. Number 16 coming over. Matt McMullen. Ball across midfield, and now here comes PQ. And again, McMullen here on the near side. His center pass in front of the net, just a little bit long, shot on goal. The keeper makes the save. So PQ comes down and gets a quick shot. As you said, Gilson, the keeper. Danny Asaro, number 2 for PQ. Alec Schneekluth, number 3. David Romag, number 4. Corey Bush, number 5. John Ham, number 6. Adam Storrs, number 8. Alex Brooks, number 10. Corey Gray, number 12. Matt McMullen, number 16. Matt Lutz, number 17. Dustin Olson, number 18. The head coach is Dave O'Reilly. We got 4 other players on this roster, but not here today. Taylor Burlingame, number 11. Brendan McWalters, number 9. Luis Jimenez, number 13. And Nate Jarman, number 15. Asaro goes down, but his defense able to clear the ball up, not too far up towards midfield. And the ball out across the back line, and another goal kick for PQ. Whistle by the referee. That penalty against PQ. And Polaris will have the ball. Number 17 walking away, Matt Lutz. He may have been the offender there. Ball again in the middle. Polaris trying to set something up. They go inside. Now they come out here to the near sideline. And that shot on goal is going to be wide. The keeper there, Gilson, makes a stop. And let's see how he clears it out. Is he going to boot it? He does. Nice strong kick up across midfield. The wind taking it out here on the near side. Alex Brooks there, number 10. Polaris putting the ball into play. McMullen coming over. Ball taken away by PQ, but again, the red jerseys take it back the other way. And this PQ team, PQ Black, players from San Diego, some various high schools out there. We've got representation from Poway High School. That's the keeper, Gilson. Westview, of course. That's showing in the soccer finals here for CIF San Diego section. And that ball rolls over the head of the keeper and out across the back line. It'll be another goal kick. So it's either Poway or Westview. We do have one Escondido player, Danny Asaro. And Mount Carmel's Taylor Burlingame, who's actually not here today. Those fine North County schools. Ball here to the near side and out. And let's see, it should belong to PQ. And I believe that wind is actually picking up here. McMullen looking for somewhere to put the ball. Keeps it as near to the sideline as he possibly can without the wind taking it. Polaris moves the ball into the middle across midfield now. They got some open space. And the keeper comes out. And is able to collect that ball before Polaris can take a shot on goal. And it's Polaris number 28 to put the ball into play. Right at midfield. Nice play saving the ball from going out here on the near sideline. And now it does go out. I believe it was off Polaris. It might have caught the leg of the premier player, but... And it did. And so Polaris will put the ball into play. Polaris now using that back line to move into the middle. But again, the defense for PQ there, the black team, clearing it away. Nice job by Polaris keeping control of the ball as they move it inside. And now the defense for PQ taking it away, number 12, Corey Gray. Gray wants to move into the middle, gets into some trouble there. Number 15 for Polaris takes it away. And now the red team moving from left to right. But again, the defense spaced perfectly for PQ. And they clear it again across midfield. Ball comes here to the near sideline. Number 26 coming over to help out Matt Lutz here, trying to take the ball away, but It's a little too far away, and now you've got Corey Bush coming to the left side. And again, McMullen. Nice header from the far side near the net, and the keeper comes up to make a nice save. So PQ Premier putting some pressure there, some nice moves. They set it up perfectly. They started outside. They used a crossfield pass in the air to set up the header on the far side, but the keeper made a nice move there. And so the score remains 0-0 here in the first half. We've played just about 15 minutes, so just about 30 minutes to go here in the first half. And that whistle penalty against PQ. I like the pace of this match. Both of these teams open the field up. They get the ball up and down really quick. I think they both are ready to go here for this match. And maybe we'll have some excitement here. This one will go down to the wire. That shot well above the net. And I think that's about the 10th goal kick here of this first half. We're about 15 minutes through for PQ. Nice job, Polaris. Now we'll move into the middle. Shot is set up, but it's just long. They had a man in deep, but couldn't get to the ball. It'll roll out across the back line, and we should have another goal kick. So Polaris getting in deep, setting things up, but the defense for PQ Premier in position every time. So it's making it very tough for the red team to get a really good shot on goal. Ball at midfield. In the circle now. Again, number 5, Corey Bush putting on some pressure. You've got McMullen and Lutz also quite busy here in the first half. And now Dustin Olsen, number 18, that shot just over the net. Gilson went up high with that ball a good 10 feet over. See the flag over in that far corner, and they're saying that it was deflected. Maybe Gilson did get a hand on that ball. And we have a corner kick coming up for Polaris, so both squads now in front of the net. It really didn't look like he got a piece of it. But here comes the kick from the far side. High into the air, and it's going to be long, and that's going to keep rolling and out here on the near side. And the ball will belong to PQ Premier. So as Premier tries to put the ball into play, there's a collision and the ball goes out again here on the near side off of Polaris, so they'll try it again. Lutz there, number 17. Now would help out number 10, Alex Brooks. And I believe it was off of Alex. And Polaris will put the ball into play, number 26. Throw comes in, gets away from just about everybody. Polaris ready to streak towards the net, but the defense gets back for PQ. And that shot's going to be long. Oh, the header. Nice attempt there by Polaris. The ball just a little bit long, though, a little bit high. So they were unable to get the shot that they wanted. But they still control the ball here, deep into the PQ territory. And now the black squad across midfield. Streaking down the sideline. Now number 16 picking it up, Matt McMullen. McMullen now moves into the middle. Nice save. Shot on goal with the curve. And that ball is going to be caught by the keeper. Nice save. But I tell you what, they're going to have to watch McMullen here on the near side. He was good with the left leg, as you saw him there, as he was able to control the ball. It looked as though the defenders were going to take it away, but he controlled it, was able to sneak it through, and then put a great shot on goal. But the keeper was able to snare it. Score remains no, either squad. So on the whistle, the ball belongs to PQ Premier, just below midfield. And now both teams will scramble to the ball here on the right half of the field. Can Polaris get a shot? They're a little out of control as they race to the back line. They've got to stop, hold up, and that's going to spell trouble as the ball taken away from behind. McMullen upfield, number 16. You see him there. Pass just led a little bit too long, but you've got actually number 17, Lutz. I was looking for Alex Brooks there on the side, but Lutz was there. Ball off the red team, and McMullen will put it into play. Number 4 moves over now, David Romag. David with a nice toss in the wind. Takes it out. They're going to have to watch that. Can't get it too high up into the air if you're going to go that far downfield or upfield, is the case here, because that wind is going to take it. Bush. Now number 3 in on the action. Alex Schneekluth. And McMullen again. He just can't run that one down. It's out here on the near side. And Polaris will have the ball now. Coming up on the 20th minute of play. So just about 25 minutes to go here in the half. No score. Polaris in the circle. Trying to bring it across midfield. But again, the black team very quick to the ball. Bush, number 5. Gilson will clear it away. Angle his kick over to the far side, and with the wind, it winds up at midfield. Now on a couple of bounces, Bush, number 5. He's got McMullen here, number 16. Decides to move it into the middle. Nice job getting around a couple of defenders. Now a third coming in deep towards the net. His shot on goal on a bounce. Winds up into the hands of the keeper. So Bush taking it himself. Did a good job. Got a good shot off, but another nice save by the Polaris keeper. Romag keeps it from going out on the near side. Upfield to McMullen, number 16. And the ball is out again, number 16, McMullen. So we wait for them to retrieve the ball. Again, I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions. We're tied at 0 here in the first half, just about 21 or so, 22 minutes into this first half. And Polaris will put the ball into play here on the near side again. Really a nice day up here in Lancaster. Not for the wind. Not as cold as you might think. We were up here a couple of years ago doing some state cup games, and there was actually snow on the ground. It was so cold. I think that was earlier in the year, in the season in March. PQ just using their brute strength to get through Polaris and across midfield, and a little push to the back. That was Danny Asaro, and he'll be whistled there for the foul. The penalty. And the ball is out here on the near side. Black team has it. And again, the win is going to take this one as it goes out. It will belong to the red team. Polaris not having too much difficulty putting the ball here on the right half of the field. It's when they get in deep that PQ Premier defense, the nice play of the keeper Gilson, have kept them out of the net. And over on the other side, PQ Premier with a couple of great shots, one by McMullen, one by Corey Bush, and two fine saves by the keeper. Ball in the circle. Now over to the far side. PQ Premier comes out with it. Now they're going to run across midfield. Number 2 is Sorrow. Upfield over to the far side. Brooks has a shot on goal. It's going to be wide. So PQ Premier with another shot on goal. That one just wide. Bush now, number 5, changes directions, moves into the middle, off to his teammate John Hamm, number 6. Now it rolls. Nobody's got it right in the middle, in front of the net. Finally cleared away by the red team. Brooks trying to keep it here on the left half of the field. Manages to do so momentarily, but Polaris brings it across midfield now. Foot race over on the far sideline. Dustin Olson, number 18. You see McMullen here on this bottom of your screen. Schneekluth looking on. Bush. Now it's in the circle. Can Polaris keep it over here? Number 6, John Hamm. Bush with it. Little pass into the middle of the field. Now they want to get out and they want to run number 12, Corey Gray. But the red jerseys are there. They take the ball away. Here to the near side. Nice job defensively. It goes out. Should still belong to Polaris. Under 20 minutes to go. Just about 18 minutes left here in the first half. No score. Schneekluth, number 3, over to Bush. Bush upfield. His pass is going to be deflected away by Polaris. Schneekluth again. Now moves into the middle. Asaro now, number 4. Romag has the ball taken away, but Asaro's there. Saves it for him. You're going to see the wind take that shot. Hit to the near side. McMullen, number 16, to the back line. Can he gain position? Shot will go towards the net. Just a little bit long. Bush races over, but the keeper is able to snag it and bring it down before anybody can get there. And now it's cleared deep into the backfield of PQ Premier. Too deep, actually, and on a bounce into the hands of Gilson, the keeper. Romag towards the back line. So another goal kick for PQ Premier. Polaris could get points for every time they gave a goal kick to Premier. They'd have about 15 goals by now. Asaro, number 2. Keeping the ball in the hands of the black squad, but has passed over to Corey Gray. The defense, well, actually Polaris will just take care of it there. And now they're going to strike, but again, not really setting up a play. And I believe they were trying to pass it upfield. And it was just a little bit too strong and on a bounce into the hands of Gilson, the keeper. McMullen here on the near side, as well as Brooks. Schneekluth to Asaro. Corey Gray, number 12. Looking for some help. He was surrounded by 3 red jerseys, and they do manage to take the ball away. And now they're going to streak towards the net. Shot on goal as they had the keeper coming out. Just a little bit too much on that shot. Number 8, Adam Storr, was in on the action there earlier. Matt Lutz back into the match. On that goal kick, they keep the ball low to the ground. Lutz trying to get to it, but red jersey in between him and the ball. And now PQ Premier's defense has to get back. It looks like Polaris is trying to set something up in the middle now, right in front of the net. Can they get a shot? He was with the wrong leg. No go. Nice defensive play by PQ Premier. And if the Polaris striker there was in the right position, he would have been able to get a shot on goal, but he had to switch his body around, and that gave the defense just enough time to get over there. He actually had it one-on-one with the keeper, but by the time he had switched his body's direction and attempted to make a shot on goal, he had 3 defenders in between him and the net. So a nice job by PQ Premier recognizing that they had to get where they got. Gray with a shot on goal, just wide of that far post. So Corey Gray trying to backdoor this Polaris squad. Into the 32nd minute here in the first half, so just about 13 minutes to go. No score. Number 9 with it for Polaris. Here comes the red team. Can they get a shot on goal? Gilson comes out, makes a great sliding save right there. Not only, I believed he was going to, or I thought he was going to try and just knock the ball away, but he was able to come up with it there. A great job. It's been a long time since I saw that happen. Ball to the right of midfield. And the 2 players are getting tangled up, and a whistle. Bush there, and I think he's going to get called. Polaris with the ball. Taking it away is PQ Premier as they come across midfield. Bush again. Very busy on the far side, but it goes out and still belongs to black team. Right at midfield, they'll put it into play from the far side. And a Polaris player will hit the ground, and that whistle will go against PQ Premier. Polaris wasting no time getting upfield. Nice kick. Now the ball rolls here to the near side. Stopped by number 20. Moves back into the middle of the field. But again, the PQ Premier defense spaced perfectly. And they're in those passing lanes, able to take it away. And as they get it across midfield, the red team takes it back. So pretty evenly matched game here. PQ Premier squad actually a bit. That shot is going to be long. Premier just a bit, I would say, more skillful than this Polaris squad. Polaris, they really are fast. That is one of their advantages. And it's probably what's keeping this game tied at 0. As PQ Premier showing off some nice passing ability, changing directions, nice footwork. But it's the speed right now, Polaris, as they get back into the backfield of PQ Premier, that is really keeping him in this match. Here on the near side, number 20, can he race to the ball before it goes out? He does. And just as he does, black team gets to the ball and a whistle by the ref. Number 16, McMullen. Guilty there. So on the free kick. Oh, it was centered nicely, just a little bit high maybe. You had a couple of players going up for the header, but it ends up going long. And cleared out over on the far side, and let's see if it was off the black team, and it was. Ball put into play on the far sideline. 3. Alex Schneekluth providing some defense there. Ball towards the net. The keeper comes out, and it'll skip wide and out across the back line. And a goal kick for PQ Premier. Just under 10 minutes to go here in the first half. No score. Bush battling here with number 26. Bush still on him. He wants that ball back. Asaro. Now they're in the middle. And it's Polaris breaking free as they bring it here to the right half of the field. Ooh, a collision there as Bush goes down. No whistle. The whistles have gone the way of Polaris here so far in the first half. PQ Premier just below midfield. Now they bring it up, but again, the red jersey stepping in front. And another collision right there, and looks like we're going to have a yellow card issued to Alex Brooks, number 10. So Brooks guilty there, but that goes back to the point I was just making. It seems as though Polaris getting away with just a little more physical activity than PQ Premier is so far in the first half. There's a whistle. We can continue action again. Free kick for Polaris after that yellow card. Ball in the middle again. And again, it's Polaris setting something up here on the right half. They just haven't been able to get that perfect shot on goal yet. Over to the far sideline, Storr, number 8. And he'll push that red jersey over to the far side and out. Nice job keeping him away from the net, keeping him from watching the middle of the field, actually, and at least passing the ball. So it was a nice defensive move by Storr, boxing him out there. So again, boys under 18 State Open Cup. This is the championship match. PQ Premier and Polaris. PQ Premier in black. Moving here to the near side, taken away by Polaris. Shot towards the net, high into the air. Gilson goes up to snag it. Ball over to the far sideline. Kept in play. PQ Premier moves inside. Now they're at the midfield line. Danny Asaro, number 2. Looks here to the near side. He's going to go that way. He's got Bush, number 5. If Bush can get to the ball, he's great at changing directions. He's got it now. Moves it back to Asaro again. Now they want to go inside. Gray, number 12. Corey runs into 3 defenders. Gives the ball up. And the red team will move it here to the near side, but it's out, and McMullen is here. And he'll put it into play. Gray. Over to Bush, and they're going to call an offsides against PQ Premier. So Bush in too deep. Just about 5 minutes to go here in this first half. No score. Ball is out on that far side. Let's see. From our angle, it's hard to tell sometimes if it's out on the side or across the back line when it's near the corner. Let's see where they set this up. And it was out across the back line. Corner kick for Polaris. And they have an opportunity late here in the first half to sneak one into the net. Kick in front of the net. Oh, nice job by the keeper. I'm not sure how he deflected that ball. Polaris with actually 2 good looks right there, and they come away empty-handed. And Bush, number 5, across midfield. Now he's going to turn him on. Inside now. Passes it over to the far sideline. He's got number 3, Schneekluth. He's going to hold it up. There's a shot to the net, and that's going to be wide. They kept it low to the ground. And a goal kick for Polaris. Just a few minutes to go here in the half, under 5 minutes. By my estimation, we've hit the 40th, actually the 42nd minute of play here in this half. No score. Ball just below midfield. Black team trying to keep it here on the left half. And they do with that nice header at midfield. McMullen sizing it up here. Ball rolls over to the far sideline. Red team still bringing it up. Into the backfield now. And there's the keeper. So Robin pulls it in. Up towards midfield. And it looks like both of these teams running out of a little bit of steam here in this first half. Looks like they both want to just get into halftime and regroup, which has been a very tough, scoreless first half for each of these teams. They've been up and down this field. It's a long half, 45 minutes. PQ Premier right there. Can they bring it across, get a final shot on goal here, as that whistle is going to blow any time now. I've got about 44 minutes into this first half. Polaris takes it away, but a whistle, and that's going to be against the red team. And if you're PQ Premier, you're going, hey, it's about time we get one going our way. Ball towards the corner. Wind holds it up. Polaris taking it away. Now on a couple of bounces, it's across midfield. And there's the whistle, and that is the end of this scoreless first half. This boys under 18 Open Cup final here in Lancaster, California. Ken Gonzalez, George Langevin Productions, PQ Premier in Polaris, running to a 0-0 tie in the first half. We'll be back with the second half in just a minute. Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions. We're back for the start of the second half of this boys under 18 State Open Cup final. And the PQ Black squad going up against Polaris. Polaris in red, PQ Black in black, and they will be defending the left net here in the second half. Keeper comes out, clears it up back towards midfield. That's Robin Gilson. As we noticed in the first half, very windy out here in Lancaster. And it's not letting up. Both of these squads played 45 minutes of scoreless soccer in that first half. So let's see who comes out early here in the second half and gains some momentum, maybe puts a score up on the board and put the pressure on the other team. Number 12 right down the middle, Corey Gray. And let's see, a whistle by the referee. We have an injured Polaris player. Looked like he may have taken a shot to the shin. And he's up now. Number 16, and they're going to go ahead and take him off the field and have him replaced. So we should start the action up again here in just a second. Nice strong kick, but again, it dies right there in the wind, and so each of these keepers are going to have to be reminded of that fact here in the second half. Again, number 12, Gray. Corey Gray, he wanted to attack and just couldn't get the shot off. Ball bounces once, now twice inside of the circle. PQ Black setting it up. Corey Gray with a nice little touch pass here to the right side, or the near side. Number 5, Corey Bush, runs into some trouble. The defender will knock it out here on the near side. And the two Coreys, Corey Bush and Corey Gray here on the near side, will try to jumpstart the offense here for PQ. PQ Premier Black. And another whistle here by the referee. And we may have had an offsides. And so clearing the ball up towards midfield will be Polaris. And again, you see the frustration there, number 18 for Polaris, as that ball was sent upfield. The wind takes it and brings it all the way out of bounds here on the near side. And he gives a look into his backfield, almost saying, hey, you know the wind is going to take that ball, keep it low to the ground. And so here to start off the second half, it's the PQ Premier Black squad putting the pressure on the defense of Polaris. Now you see the red team keeping the ball on the ground on that upfield pass. They'll probably get some better results that way. Now they come across midfield. Corey Gray, number 12 from behind, picks the pocket. Nice change of direction. That was a nice job there by number 8, Adam Storr. Ball saved, and they said no, it went out. Looked like it was saved cleanly here on the near side, but the flag goes up. And Alex Brooks puts the ball into play. Corey Gray now wants to move down that far, or down the back line. And another Polaris player, looks like he took another shot to the shin there, near the ankle. And the ball did go out. Was it last touched by the red team or the black team? If it was Polaris, we'll have a corner kick coming up, and we do have a corner kick for number 12, Corey Gray. And he's going to be right into the wind, so he won't be able to attack too well. And again, he does try to center the ball in front of the net, but the wind will knock it down, make it short. Polaris clears it away here on the near side, but it goes out. And PQ Black again will control the ball here from the near side. The wind blowing so hard now, you can see the flag in the corner. Looks like it's going to come out of its slot there any second. There you see no score here into the second half. Coming up on the 6th minute here in the second half, so the 51st minute of play. That ball centered. Oh! And PQ Premier just couldn't get a shot on goal. The keeper runs that one down, saves it. And now a whistle, and it's going to go against Polaris. And let's see where they set up this next play. We'll watch the referee. It might have skipped out when the keeper tried to control the ball, and it did. It went out across the back line, so a corner kick now from the far side. PQ Premier. And they're going to have a little better luck this time because they're back to the wind on this shot. So they might be able to set something up if they can get the shot. You see there the ball just keeps rolling on the ground due to the wind. Nice kick, lofted high to the air. Oh, just a little bit long. Number 6, John Hamm, nearly got a leg on it. But it was just a little bit long. And again, the wind will take it. Rolls out here on the near side. Corey Gray there. Alex Brooks, number 10, takes a shot to the back. No whistle. The ball goes out off of Brooks. And just like that, Polaris gets it about 10 feet upfield, and it goes right out. So we haven't seen much of Robin Gilson, the keeper for PQ Premier here in the second half. His squad doing a great job of putting the pressure on the defense of Polaris here. And a yellow card issued now against PQ Premier's number 12, Corey Gray, pleading his case, doesn't quite understand what happened. So Polaris, they want to keep the ball near the ground. They don't. Again, they locked it high into the air. The wind is going to kill it, and that will allow PQ Premier to get under the ball. Number 2 was there, Danny Asaro. And finally, the ball is brought across midfield by Polaris. But it was off the red team. And now over to the far side, streaking down there, number 4, David Romag for PQ Premier. And Corey Bush helping out, number 5. Polaris, though, with the break. And they're going to utilize that far sideline. They run down towards the back line. Oh, set it up right in front of the net, but a misfire. Nice job by the defense, PQ Premier. So just like that, Polaris bogged down in their own territory for the first 7 minutes here of this second half. And just like that, to take it downfield, they get a shot on goal, and the defense for PQ Premier really has to buckle down, and they did. Able to clear the ball back up towards midfield. But is this a sign of things to come? If Polaris can find their offense here, that won't allow PQ Premier to do as much damage on the other end as far as putting pressure on the Polaris defense. And we'll have ourselves a very tight game. Well, we've played 55 minutes so far, and we have no score. So this match so far very even. And a couple of substitutions for PQ Premier. Number 3 into the match, Alex Schneekluth. In that first half, Alec was quite busy. So he's gotten himself a rest here in the second half. Let's see how his legs are moving, and if that's going to make a difference here. You look up and down the roster here for PQ Premier, and they've got a lot of firepower. A lot of seniors at some very good soccer schools like Westview, Poway. Most of them Westview and Poway. We do have the lone Escondido player. So a corner kick here from the near side. Schneekluth, number 3, will take it. Let's see if he has some better luck. More so than Corey Gray did earlier. It's going to be tough, though, with the wind right in front of him. Not lofted nicely in front of the net. That was a great shot. 2 players go up in the air trying to headbutt that one. And they end up headbutting each other. And an injured Polaris player right in front of the net. And he's going to need some attention. So we wait to reset here. The ball belongs to Polaris to start things off, and then they'll give it up to PQ Premier, as is the protocol. Ball in the middle. Can Premier get a shot? Number 6, John Hamm, trying to find an opening. Now they're going to bring it out. Oh, the left-legged kick is blocked. Number 4, David Romag, was looking for a score there. And that ball rolls out across the back line, and we will have another corner kick. Corey Bush. I'm sorry, Corey Gray, number 12. I keep track of my Corys here. We'll chase that ball down, and let's see if he'll attempt the corner kick this time. Corner kick will come from the far side. Danny Asaro, number 2, looking on. Again, the ball rolling on the grass. The wind just picking it up. Here comes the kick, centered nicely into a group. Now it'll come out. Can PQ Premier set up a play? No. Polaris now will run up towards midfield, right to left. And they really want to get out and run now. Ball is stopped now. Does come across midfield with the left leg up towards midfield. Polaris did a good job that last time trying to get to the ball, push the ball up. Some nice up-tempo there, but the defense for PQ Premier able to save the day. Little center pass there by number 5, Corey Bush. That ball out just beneath us here on the near side. Polaris will have it, and the red team moving from right to left across midfield now. Matt Lutz, number 17, shadowing Polaris' number 15 there, but the ball is passed off, and now it'll roll into the backfield of Polaris. Nobody there, though, in a black jersey, so the red team can easily clear it up towards midfield. Now they come across midfield. Polaris, it's a 3-on-1 in favor of PQ Premier, and they're going to win that battle as a keeper. Robin Gilson is able to clear it up across midfield. Now here's a battle just outside the circle. No whistle. Asaro, number 2. And that shot goes right down the middle of the field into the hands of the goalkeeper for Polaris. And another yellow card issued to PQ Premier, this time to number 17, Matt Lutz. Quickly, Polaris back into play. In the circle. Corey Gray, number 12, over to Lutz. Lutz just can't get to the ball. It was led just a little bit too fast in front. Polaris clears it across midfield, but just like that, the black team from left to right into the backfield again. This time the ball out over on the far side. Still belongs to PQ Premier. Corey Bush has the ball taken away. Some physical play right there by Polaris to take it out. And now they're going to use the far sideline again. They're going to come in deep, and they're going to take their angle towards the net. Here comes the move. Again, the defenders are back, stopping the momentum. Still in play on the far side. A little bit tough here on the angle to see if the ball is still in play over on that far side. And it is. And finally it does go out. Polaris will put the ball into play, but we get a whistle away from the ball. Everybody looking towards the left goal. And let's see if we can sort out what that was. I think we just weren't ready as they're going to put the ball back into play again. So may have been a substitution here from the near side. Now it's a foot race here to the near side. Adam Storr and number 3 for Polaris battling here. And the red team player, Polaris, grabbing the jersey, trying to gain an advantage. And that didn't work. And so PQ Premier will have the ball. We're into the 63rd minute of play here in this Boys Under 18 championship game. We have no score. And you've got 4 substitutions into the game now for Polaris. So, and we also have an injured player, number 17, over on the far side. So that's a 3rd injury here in the second half for the red team. They may be running out of players here. That's definitely going to work into the hands of PQ Premier, as they're going to be able to rotate a little easier than the red team. And another yellow card. And this time it's the Polaris squad guilty. Looks like number 9. Dustin Olson here, number 18, with Adam Storr, number 8. And Olson will take the free kick just above midfield. And he's going to go all the way to the far sideline with it, into a lot of heavy red traffic. And the red team, Polaris, now moving from right to left, down the middle of the field, over to the far side again. Defense scrambling to get back. That shot on goal is going to be just wide. Robin Gilson diving for it. Did he get a hand on it? If he did, it's a corner kick for Polaris, and he did. So Polaris will set up the corner. And they're going to have some trouble, just as PQ Premier did on the far side over here on the right half of the field, as they'll be kicking right into the wind. And that corner kick right into the hands of Robin Gilson as he makes a save. Ball bounces a few times right into the hand of the keeper. Just past the 65-minute mark here of the match. No score. I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions. Who will come out on top here? Who wants it? Nice, clean game. No fighting. No real bad physical play. Some good, fundamentally sound soccer right now. Ball here on the near side. Polaris now. They want to move into the middle. Nice defensive takeaway by PQ Premier. Number 8, Storr. Off to number 12, Corey Gray. Gray now in between. We're surrounded by 3 Polaris jerseys. Sneakluth, number 3, tries to make his move, but he's going to be robbed. And now a trip right in the middle of the field. And number 17, Lutz, gets up quite unhappy. And Dustin Olson will take the kick. And he's going to have a direct line. He's got 2 defenders in front of him. A direct line to the net. Kick lofted high into the air, and the keeper will come to the right half, or the right side of the net. And as he tries to control the ball, it goes off his hands across the back line, and so a big break for PQ Premier, as they will have the corner kick from the far side. Number 16, Matt McMullen, with the wind at his back, so this plays into the hands of PQ Premier. With the left leg, the ball is lofted towards the net, and the keeper comes out of nowhere to snag it. Clears the ball up towards midfield on the header. It now rolls across. A lot of black jerseys there, though, and they send the ball to the right half again. Now it's in the circle. Let's see who comes out with it. Ball right at midfield. Now it rolls here towards the near side. Nice takeaway there by Polaris. Corey Gray, number 12, trying to get out of trouble. Can't do it. Needed some help. And as Polaris tries to set something up, they're going to knock the ball out here on the near side. See Corey Bush getting some instruction here on the near side. And Matt Lutz, number 17. Interesting about Lutz, he actually graduated from Westview High School last year. Lutz coming from behind, trying to provide the defense, does a nice job with the takeaway. The ball is out here on the near side. And after the whistle, let's see who it belongs to, and it's going to belong to PQ Premier. Polaris gets back on defense, and number 10, Brooks, will put the ball into play on the near side. And just a little bit too fast. I don't believe anybody was set. And so we'll put the ball into play again. Finds Lutz here on the near side. And Lutz's shot will find the back of the net. Everybody was watching that ball. The keeper goes high up into the air. And I don't believe he thought that ball was going to be low enough. I think he was certain it was going to just soar right over the net. And Lutz here from the near side on a real simple kick puts the ball into the back of the net, and you see the players for Polaris just hit the ground in disbelief. And I think some of Lutz's teammates were a little surprised as well. That ball really took off. And with this wind, this very strong wind, if it looked like that ball was going to be long, the wind really cut it down. But it was just perfectly placed there by Lutz. Good job. I mean, he just lofted that thing perfectly into the air. Keeper for Polaris did go up. It's not like he just watched the ball sail. It was over his hands. And so a 1-0 lead, that goal coming right at about the 70-minute mark here of the match. And PQ Premier with a 1-0 lead, a whistle by the referee. And we've got another injured player for Polaris. Looked like somebody's foot was stepped on. Both players back up. Referee sets the ball down. Polaris with it. Now they've really got to do some work here as they trail by a goal. Gilson, the keeper, handles that one. Ball across midfield. Polaris using his short passing game. It's worked in the past as far as them getting into the backfield of PQ Premier. Now Lutz will streak down the near sideline. His center pass deflected away and out. still belongs to PQ Premier. And Lutz came up kind of lame there as you see him running towards the ball. Not sure if he's got a muscle that was tightening up on him, but he's now putting the ball into play, so he seems to be okay. Ball in the middle now across midfield. In the circle. Bush. Ball moving over to the far side of the field. Polaris with it, but they really don't have anywhere to go. Both players get tangled up there, and they're going to say the ball belongs to PQ Premier. So after the substitutions, PQ Premier will have the ball in pretty good shape over on the far side near the net with a nice angle. Asaro running towards the ball, number 2. Here comes the kick towards the net, blocked away by the keeper, and he recovers it on a couple of hops and clears it up towards midfield. And looks like he caught a break with a very short lull in the wind situation there. And that ball was able to sail across midfield. Bush, number 5. So the ball out on the near side off of Polaris. We've now crossed the 75th minute of play. A 1-0 lead for PQ Premier Black over Polaris here in the Boys Under 18 State Open Cup Final. 23rd of April, 2006. Corey Gray, number 12, moving to the far side. And he will have the ball taken away from him. And now here come the red team. Polaris in the circle now, but Corey Bush trying to gain some position after the takeaway, and he did his job as the ball is put on the ground. Belongs to PQ Premier, and that shot on goal is going to be wide of the net here on the near side. And a goal kick coming up for Polaris. Red team with it here on the near side. Nobody home there in the corner. And the ball is out, so PQ Premier with an opportunity to set something up, bring the ball up slowly, run off more clock here as they control the ball. There's Lutz there, number 17. Asaro will fall down just as he was about to put a head on the ball. That allows Polaris to take it away here towards the left half of the field. Bush with the header. Ball at midfield. Polaris looking for a shot on goal. They just can't get one. They can't get in deep enough. Their backs to the net. Slowing things down just a little bit. Short passing game. Still with the ball. Now it's at midfield, just beneath it now. Nice job by the keeper. He was a sole person back there. The ball right at him goes straight up into the air, so he got lucky there. Lutz now with the takeaway. His shot towards the net. Not this time. It's going to be wide. And a goal kick for Polaris. Corey Bush, number 5, trying to make something happen towards the back line. Shot. Oh, center pass. Nobody there. There's a shot to the net. Oh, it's going to hit the near post. Another attempt is going to be high and out across the back line. And so PQ Premier with a couple of opportunities to add to their 1-0 lead. The one ball from the far side just hitting the post and coming right out. And the keeper for Polaris is still standing there after that exchange. Danny Asaro, number 2, into the middle of the field now. Sneakluth, number 3. Now here comes Corey Bush to the ball. Oh, he has a near takeaway right there, but a nice job of the red team changing direction and coming back the other way. Ball in the middle of the field now. Here to the near side. Now high into the air. Store, number 8, with the header. It goes all the way across midfield. Ball getting away from everybody. Rolls over to the far side. Polaris, though, finally there, backing it up. Trying to clear it across midfield. Can't do it. Sneakluth with a nice little touch pass. He had a sorrow there, but the ball just too far in front. Cleared away across midfield by Polaris now. Action roams over here to the near side, and the ball is out. Who was it last touched by? Let's see here. Who will put the ball into play on the near side? Maybe Polaris. Sneakluth thought there might have been a whistle there. Held up, then saw there wasn't. Play continued. Ball in front of the net. Can the red team get a shot? Lutz with the ball. Nice left-legged kick up towards midfield, but the red team keeping it here on the left half. We've hit the 80th minute of play. 1-0 lead for PQ Premier. But Polaris knocking on the door in front of the net. Can they get a shot with the left leg? Oh, he wanted to pass it at the last second. Probably would have been better off taking the shot. And so the ball is cleared all the way back to the other half of the field. Polaris keeps the ball into play here on the near side now as they try to move upfield. It's going to be knocked out and will belong to PQ Premier. Matt Lutz will put the ball into play. Ball in the corner, goes out. And let's see, the flag by the referee indicates, let's see, that the ball belongs to PQ Premier, and we will have a corner kick. And you see they just set it up real quick. They don't attack. They just get the offense going. Lutz, shot to the net, is going to be wide. And again, almost with the same nonchalance that he had on the score. Just kind of lofted the ball up there. But it was just wide. He tried to compensate for the win this time and pushed it left so that it might be blown back to the right. But the ball just a little bit too strong there, and it just kept going out to the left. Nice takeaway by the defense here, by the black squad. Up across midfield. And the ball out on the near side will belong to PQ Premier. Lutz falls down here on the near side as he retrieves the ball to put it back into play. A little too much contact there. The referee with the whistle. Ball belonging to PQ Premier now. Nice takeaway by Lutz as he comes back the other way now. Looks into the middle of the field. Nobody there. And easily Polaris coming up with the ball. Keeper clearing it up towards midfield. Ball across midfield and goes out. And on the header, oh, the ball does stay in play. It looked like it was going out there on the far side. Now it's in the middle of the field. Number 9 for Polaris going up against Snake Luth number 3. Polaris still with the ball. A shot towards the net. Gilson goes up high. Very dangerous one there. If that ball slips out of his hands, that ball will just keep rolling into the net. But the save was made. Lutz with the ball into the middle of the field. He finds Corey Gray with the ball taken away. And a whistle by the referee in the circle. Ball goes to the red team. Now they move right to left. They're running out of time there. We have now hit the 85th minute of play here in the match. 5 minutes roughly here to go. Maybe a little bit more. You recall we've had 3 of those injuries. So we may have a little extra time here. PQ Premier with some substitutions coming in here on the near side. There's Brooks. I believe he's now back into the game. He was taking a rest there. Lutz sizing up. But the ball gets by him. Polaris now. They understand they need a goal, that it's late in the game, but they do have some time to be patient and set something up. Center pass in front of the net. Can they get a shot? They do, but it's going to be just wide. That was the closest attempt that Polaris has had here in the second half, and it may be the closest one they're going to get. Right in front of the net, and with the left leg, the ball was just pushed wide. And a goal kick for PQ Premier. They really dodge a bullet right there. They maintain a 1-0 lead into the match now. Number 6, John Hamm for PQ Premier. You see him there in the middle of the field. So a tough one there for Polaris. Brooks waiting for the ball to come down. Makes a little bit of a slide there to try and save that ball from going out, but he just can't do it, and it's a goal kick for Polaris. Over to the far side it goes. Polaris coming here on the near side. Shot on goal. Saved by the keeper, Gilson. We had a collision right when the ball was shot. And we still have a couple of players on the ground. And number 8 for PQ Premier, Adam Storr. I believe was the one shaken up there, but he's up now. It seems to be all right. Gilson will have the kick. It looks like he's going to move over to the far side. Kick high into the air. Very strong kick, and on a bounce is going to find its way into the backfield of Polaris. Brooks waiting for the ball to come down. The timing just wasn't there for him. Keeper comes out, makes a stop. Little push to the back that goes against Lutz. Ball belongs to Polaris. They need to get going. If they want another shot here, they have just a few minutes to go. They trail by a goal. But it's the PQ Premier Black. Off the leg of Matt Lutz. Riding that lone goal. Just a few minutes away from becoming the boys under 18 2006 State Open Cup champions. That shot on goal by Polaris is going to be high and wide. And another goal kick for the Black squad. Ball across midfield. Corey Bush, number 5, streaking to it. He's going to be bumped here. The ball goes out on the near side. Off the Black team. Polaris. Not with a good move right there as they try to put the ball into play. They know the wind is blowing here to the near side. They keep it close to the sideline. And on that throw-in, the wind just takes it out. Ball belonging to PQ Premier right now. Let's see what they can do. All they have to do really is keep the ball in this half of the field for the next few minutes, and the game is theirs. We've unofficially now hit the 90th minute mark here of the match, so the referee could blow that whistle at any time. Ball out on the near side. Lutz putting it into play in the corner. Polaris, I'm not sure that they've got it in them. Both of these squads have taken it to the limit here in this match. And they just may not have enough steam to get the ball deep into PQ Premier territory again before the end of this match, and they won't get the opportunity. There's the whistle. The final whistle here of this boys under 18 State Open Cup final. And it was PQ Premier off the leg of number 17, Matt Lutz, taking that 1-0 lead, and they make it stand up as they defeat Polaris by a final score of 1-0. I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Landsman Productions. We hope you enjoyed this championship match. It was my pleasure to bring it to you. And until we meet again, be safe and have a great day, everybody.
How you doing? We're here at beautiful Lancaster, and the wind and the coldness, and we're here with Dave O'Reilly with the PQ Premier Boys Under 18 team, and they just won the State Cup. After how many years, Dave?
3 years with the boys.
3 years with these guys. Well, most of them are graduating and moving on to colleges and to a new life. And as a parent of one of them, Dustin, I'm happy that he's moving on and having a new life, and I won't have to pay for any more club soccer for him. But anyway, we're gonna. It was worth it, and I'm sure all the parents echo that same sentiment, that it was worth it. This final year for us, at least, and it's what we're gonna have is a few of the boys step up and talk for a few minutes. We're gonna start with the captains. Hey, Dustin, stand up here.
Get Dustin.
Quickly, Alec, get up here. Showtime, buddy. Hey. Yeah, it's on, and I got it. Okay, these are the two captains, Alec and Dustin. Why don't you guys say a few things? Don't talk too long like me. Well, that's enough. Okay, Alec.
I just want to say congratulations to Coach Dave O'Reilly, State Cup champions. Proud of you, Dave.
All right. You want to give him a kiss or anything?
Nah.
No. That's it?
I'm proud of my team and proud that we could hold it off in the win. That's
The win.
great game.
The win was a pretty big factor, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thing we had it
Yeah.
first half.
Why don't you take the mic and Alec, why don't you call up the teammates, maybe the offense, and then Dustin call up the defense, all right?
Here we go, big Corey Bush.
Corey!
Come on, Corey.
Come on, guys. This is only once a lifetime.
Corey scored 2 goals yesterday. Actually, it was this morning.
Yeah. Hold it up. A little closer. Oh, that was good.
I'm not saying anything. All right, Corey. Let's give Corey a round of applause. Corey Gray.
Come on, Gray.
Gray.
Come on, Corey.
Say who you are and everything.
Corey Gray.
Into the mic.
Come on, Corey.
I'm Corey Gray. What else you want me to say?
Position.
You said it all.
Yeah, that's all. Thanks.
Proud of you, Corey. Proud of you. Alex Brooks.
Come on, Brooks. Come on. Get up here.
We owe this victory to my good friend Matt Lutz for that goal. That was ridiculous. Matt Lutz, where did he go?
Oh, bathroom.
He's in the bathroom. He's in the bathroom. Go for it.
Matt McMullen.
Matthew. Step up here, Matthew. Come on.
Come on, buddy.
What do you want to hear?
Just speaking the mic, my friend.
We're just glad to be out to this beautiful area in Lancaster, you know. We love this place.
Howdy, what?
You already went?
John Ham. Oh, he's
You're captain.
Danny.
Hey, John's part of the defense.
Danny,
Say something.
You got a few things to say, Danny?
Yeah, I'm very happy right now. You know, we all played good, and I don't know, I just feel really good right now. Yeah. Woo! All right.
John Ham. John Ham.
I know you got something to say.
7 goals, right?
Yeah, when I played defense, we didn't get scored on.
Dave Romack. Sorry, Rob.
There's Luke. Come on, Dave.
Hello, I'm David Romag, and I just enjoy playing the game of soccer. It's really great.
Okay. There's Robin.
Matt Lutz.
Yeah, we had a pretty good game. I know I'm pretty thrilled right now. There's nothing to say.
Good. And then there's Matt Lutz.
Here, let me.
Lutz.
Come here, Lutz.
Say something.
Matt,
Good about yourself.
how about that goal?
That's pretty lucky. But we'll take it anyway.
We'll take it.
How's everybody? Good job.
Okay, well, thanks again for all the parent support and the manager, Virginia McWalters, the other teammates that weren't here, Luis and Brendan, and who else am I forgetting as far as teammates? Taylor. Taylor's in Europe. Good job. Anyway, signing off from Lancaster. Bye.
First of all, PQ Premier Black, congratulations on getting to the championship game for boys 18 and being the champions for boys 18. Tremendous accomplishment. I know that everybody with the club and associated with this team is tremendously proud of you. So again, congratulations. Coach?
First of all, guys, it was a fantastic 2 weekends. 3 years in a row we've been working, we're getting better and better and better. Every year at State Cup we've gone farther and farther. We went the distance. You guys worked hard, one sub the whole day, and you guys are limping around right now, and you're going to end up walking like me probably for a while. But you know what? When you're my age, you'll look back, and like I told you this morning, that's the biggest win of your life. Winning this tournament is better than, unless you win the World Cup, this is going to be the biggest soccer game you could ever win. Higher than CIF or any tournament. So you guys will remember this for the rest of your lives. So great job, great fan support. Everybody did an outstanding job. So we couldn't be more proud of you guys. All right. Okay, we'll start from the back and work our way up. Clean sheet for the day. The second game, Robin, fantastic job all 2.5 years, and got a great career. Then our sweeper, another fantastic day for Big Dustin. Tons of compliments. He did an awesome job. Head over to the guy who he stepped it up bigger than any other player today. David Romack, he came out of nowhere on the left side. He was a force all day long. He's awesome. Then Adam Storr on the right side. Fantastic job all year. We'll go over to Matt McMullen on the left side. He didn't come back mid-season. We probably wouldn't be here with the victory right now. He came back and it's been nothing but good since then. Good job, Matt. Good job, Matt. Good job, Matthew. On the right side, we'll go to Corey Gray. Fantastic job. Stepped it up big time. Been great his whole career. He's an awesome player. Corey. Good job, Corey. Got Alex Schneckluth, our other captain. No yellows again? Yeah. That's a big thing for this guy. Matt Lutz scored the winning goal. I've coached this guy since he was like 8 years old. It's been a long time. Feels good? All right. Your dad's proud of you. Good job, Matt. Up top.
Yeah, hey, stopper, please.
That's right, the new kid, Danny. Fantastic job. All year long, it's been a great having you this year. Great addition to the team. Alex Brooks. Another great game for you, buddy. Great team. John Hamm. Awesome everywhere. Outside, up top, and back. Great job.
And then the guy who's probably the most underrated player in the state. He's probably one of the best players you'll find around here. And he's rose to the occasion the last couple of weeks tremendously. Corey Bush. All the Four. Oh, you really want this? Players that aren't here.
We're going down.
Here's four, and then
You get hockey?
and got a few to take home to the boys, but I want to say thanks to a couple other people. Karen Snickluke, who's been the treasurer for a while, did a great job. And then a guy who steps up as manager more often than not. He should have just been the manager, basically, as Mr. Dave Olson. If he decides to, he could be a commentator. He's sitting there interviewing everybody.
All right, Dave.
He's excited. He's more excited than everybody here, I think. That's good. Long time coming. Other than that, fantastic job.
Okay, we're going to present a Nike game ball to PQ Premier Black. And Coach, you can do with it as you see fit.
A solid ball. Can you catch with one good hand?
And on behalf of Cal South, we want to present the boys U18 trophy, emblematic of the champions for 2006, PQ Premier Black.
Hey! Great job.
Hey guys, I know you got a long drive over the hill and down, but we need to do one more thing, and that's to follow this gentleman with your jerseys on for a picture for the website.
Yeah.
Okay, and one last person, Nate Jarman. I want to really thank him for joining the team this year and participating, and we really missed him, but we really appreciate his involvement on the team. Thanks.
Up like this, just like this, guys.
Hey, yeah, Alex. Cardio. Is this in the middle?
No. Put that right in front of you, man. Blonde guy in the middle. There you go.
Push, Daddy. Where's the center?
Ooh, yeah, where's the ball? Okay, that looks pretty good. You can get in just a little tighter on the end right there. There you go. All right. Here we go on three, guys. On three, man. 1, 2, and 3. All right, man.
Corey, grab the trophy. Hey, freeze! What are you guys complaining about? I'm nice and warm.
Number 1.
Who got their fingerprints on it?
What happened?
It's us right there. Yeah.
Adam's so bouncy.
Guys, say something.
Yeah! We won! We won state champs! I can take a nap in the car. Nap time in the car.